This is my review of Ayn Rand's We the Living, and it's the last fictional Rand book I have to read, unless I decide to reread Anthem, because I haven't read it in about 3 years now. First off, I would like to post a big spoiler alert over this video. I'm not getting to the part with the spoilers yet, but when I do, I will let you know. But if you have not read this book yet and you're going to read it, do not read the introduction before you finish it, because there's probably more spoilers in the introduction than there is in the ending. Thankfully for me, I'm the type of person that reads the introduction at the end. Guess I'm just weird like that. But thankfully for me, the book was not spoiled. I found myself reading this book in the cold, and I realized I was hungry and miserable. I thought, hey, this is a good thing because I'm experiencing what the characters are feeling. But then I realized that that was probably a giant slap in the face to Ayn Rand, because I think she wrote this book for when you read it, you need to be well fed and warm. Because if you read it when you're hungry, miserable, and cold, then what's the point of living in a country where you don't have to be cold and hungry and miserable all the time, where you have pretty much a choice whether or not you want to feel like that or whether or not you actually want to do something. Now, I understand that some people are in some situations where they can't choose, but for the majority of us, yes, we can choose what we want to do with our lives. This book to me was very inspiring. It made me passionate about some things. It was well written, and I found myself racing to the finish last night, right after I pulled up the Drudge Report and found out that a healthcare legislation bill has been passed. So then I realized, you know what? This is just one step on the way to the United States becoming a socialistic country, and I do not mean to make any political message with this video, so please don't take any of this out of context. But I really thought that was an appropriate time to finish this. So even though I was tired because I just gotten home from a debate tournament, sat down, I'm like, okay, I need to finish this, which is nice because it's had me regain some sanity from working on NaNoWriMo. So here comes the spoiler part of the video. So I apologize first off for butchering some of these names, probably because I'm one of those Americans that doesn't know how to pronounce them, and my experience from pronouncing them comes from my geography teacher last year and Fiddler on the Roof, which I'm sure neither are really professional sources. So to me, in a way, a lot of characters in this book commit suicide, but none of them are the ones that you would consider committing suicide. To me, it was a moral suicide. These characters are Victor, Leo, not Loyal, it's not even a character, Pavel, and Kira's mother. It was shameful because they went against their own thoughts, their own feelings, and their own actions, and they decided that, hey, life is going to be easier. If you're going to be in here, if you're going to be in this society, why not agree with it? Which to me is not the way to go. I rooted for Andre all along in here. I don't know, I really liked his passion. Even though I didn't agree with pretty much any of his beliefs until the end, I really respected that. He was willing to fight for what he actually believed in, even though when he realized in the end what he believed in might not have been what he thought it was. Leo started out alright, but like Rand intended him to be, he was the character that started out strong and then broke. And to me, that was very, very shameful, and I just thought he was a terrible jerk after that. I'm not even going to talk about Sonia because she annoys me, but I'm going to skip on to Irina and Sasha. Now, those two characters I liked pretty well because they understood what their actions were going to do, and they pulled them out anyways. They knew that they were going to be sent to Siberia, that they were going to die because, well, after all, it's Siberia. Why would they send criminals there if it was supposed to be a nice, happy place filled with rainbows and ponies? And I just, it was sad, but I really respected their decisions. Andre, and I believe it's Stepan? No, there's no H in this. I think it's Stepan. I really have respect for them. Even though they both committed suicide, I really understood. Yeah, they both fought, like I said, for what they believed in. And to me, that's one of the best things you can do in life. Kira, to me, she was a Dagny that never was. If any of you have read Atlas Shrugged, she had the potential to be so great and to be such a great person in life. But like the dictatorship she was in, she was pretty much condemned from the beginning. Actually, from the beginning of really the October Revolution, probably even. They knew she was a great mind that was torn down. She never was. She didn't have these chances to do what she loved to do. She did at first, but then when they started off with all the cleansings, well, hey, your father owned a textile factory, so you're out. I don't think that's a very good standard to admit people into college, but hey, you never know, that might be where the United States is heading these days. I found the ending very fitting. Yes, it was sad, and yes, she could have changed it to a better ending. With the statement she was trying to make with this book, I found it perfect. This book has a great message, and I actually know someone that escaped from Russia when it was a Soviet country, actually during around the time of World War II, because she was a Russian Jew, and she was able to get out. Whenever I ask her about socialism, though, all she'll say is, it's a bad idea. Capitalism is good because you guys have so much freedom in just the fact that you have a free market. And that's all she'll tell me about it. I try to get anything out of it, and I can tell that it's a really touchy subject for her, because she actually lived through it. And to me, even when I've studied some Russian history and geography last year, I tried to stay away from the socialist era. I tried to go through everything before that, because it was just a touchy subject to me, and I think the reason why is because I wanted to turn a blind side to it. But now I know that no, I shouldn't turn a blind side to it, and no, I can't turn a blind side to it. History is the key. Rand studied history, so that's kind of a cool fact I learned from the introduction. So like I said just barely, history is the key, so let's not repeat it. I must say, probably my favorite quote from this entire book was, "You don't pave roads with diamonds." That is so true, it's not even funny. If you're a diamond, don't let yourself become a cobblestone. And if you're a cobblestone, don't let them ever tell you that you can't ever be a diamond. Because with a little polishing and with some time, anything can become a diamond. You can become a diamond. And don't let anyone tell you that, oh no, you're too good for this. Don't do this. Because you know what? Hey, it's your life, and you have the right to be happy. So don't let them do anything. Because you know what? We are living, which kind of ties into the title, but we are living, and let's not anyone tell us otherwise, and don't let them give you your life, because if someone ever tries to take your life, take it back, or else you might wind up like Andre and Stepan and wind up taking it yourself in order to preserve it.